this edition of RPPV News. We're crushing the vaccination race, ferry flight risks, and Frankston is doing it outdoors. Hello, I'm Catie Sharp. Welcome to the latest edition of RPPV News, bringing you stories from across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula. Victoria has smashed its goal of vaccinating 1 million people in 5 weeks and is currently vaccinating faster than any other Australian state. Restrictions are easing slightly, which means we're now able to travel 10 kilometres and have a new reason for leaving the house, to socialise for up to 4 hours outside with one other person. 5 fully vaccinated adults from 2 households plus their dependents can also get together outdoors, so it's time to shake out the picnic rug. At the time of recording, we don't have any new exposure sites in Frankston or on the Mornington Peninsula, though there are currently active COVID cases in both areas, 14 in Frankston and 12 on the peninsula. Professor Damon Ison of Peninsula Health spoke to RPPFM this week about how well we're doing with getting vaccinated.
Numbers here, I think, are running a close second to the extraordinary response on the other side of the bay at Queenscliff. So, fabulous numbers, and the population here should be congratulated. They keep turning up with second doses. It's the second dose now which is so critical, and we at Peninsula need to begin to get to the harder to reach populations. And while our vaccine hub down at Bayside is just going through record numbers of vaccinations, 2,200 on the weekend, we are going to turn our focus to mobile vaccinations and crank up our bus.
Meanwhile, Mornington Peninsula Shire has appointed 2 COVID education officers to help businesses, community groups and event organisers establish COVID-safe plans and practices. The officers will also help promote COVID-safe practices within hospitality, community venues and small retail settings. If you would like some help making your business or community group COVID-safe, go to the Shire website for details. While the Mornington Peninsula fights to extricate itself from Metro Melbourne, the Bellarine Peninsula is struggling to keep Melbourne away from it. People have been attempting to enter the lockdown-free area by any means possible, and that includes the ferry that travels from Sorrento to Queenscliff. Staff from the ferries are now checking passenger IDs as they board at Sorrento and will not permit anyone on who is found to be breaching the COVID guidelines. If they're slippery enough to dodge staff on boarding, local police will be waiting for each arrival and checking ID as they get off the boat, with hefty fines waiting for those beyond their 10k limit. 8 people have died on Peninsula roads in the past 12 months, more than half of them in single vehicle accidents. This week, the Southern Metro Road Trauma Unit released a moving video of one of its officers discussing her personal experiences of the impact of road trauma. Despite being in lockdown, deaths on our roads have risen, and police are pleading with people to not drive when tired and to be careful in poor weather conditions. Dredging work is to begin at Rye and Sorrento next week to ensure boats can safely access ramps and piers. The works will deepen the channel at Rye and around Sorrento Boat Ramp's southern pier, where water has become shallow due to sand movement. The timing of the dredging is set to minimise the impact on recreational water sport users, weather conditions and environmental factors, including the migration of the spider crabs. Extensive consultation has been undertaken with marine ecology experts to ensure dredging occurs at the most appropriate time and with the least interference to sea life. The sand removed from Rye and Sorrento will be used to replenish nearby beaches suffering from sand decline. It is common for dredged sand to have a slight odour due to organic matter such as seaweed breaking down. The dark grey colour of the sand will lighten after a few days once bleached by the sun. The works are expected to take 6 weeks, dependent on weather conditions. Frankston's popular Do It Outdoors outdoor dining campaign will be expanded to venues on the Nepean Highway. After close collaboration with hospitality businesses and stakeholders, parklets will be set up in existing car parking spaces and seated curbside dining areas will be extended. The new extended dining will cater for up to 188 patrons outside 13 venues on both sides of the Nepean Highway near Davey Street. Frankston Council is supplying all outdoor furniture for parklets, along with furniture and umbrellas for curbside dining areas. It is hoped the initiative will help local hospitality businesses recover from the economic impacts of the pandemic. Hospitality contributes more than $345 million annually to the Frankston economy, with some 655 hospitality businesses employing nearly 3,000 people. Installation is due to start late September and will be open in time for summer. And Frankston Arts Centre is continuing to help out local artists in lockdown. They're hosting a series of online workshops aimed at helping people turn art into money. The Hatch online workshop series titles include Social Media and Marketing, Writing Life, Writing Self, and Money is Not a Dirty Word. Go to the Frankston Arts Centre website to sign up. After the break, we go to Patricia with the coming week's weather report.
RPPV and Bendigo Bank have a long-standing relationship. Without Bendigo Bank, we wouldn't have a transmitter site, we wouldn't have a studio, we wouldn't have an outside broadcast fan, and without them, we can't tell the stories that we think the Bendigo Bank community, our community, needs to hear.
Thanks, Bendigo Bank.
Thanks for your support.
There's a quiet revolution happening on the rooftops of Australia. And at Solar Heart, we're proud to be leading the charge. One home, one family, one solar panel at a time. Helping smart Aussies make a real difference to the planet, cutting their energy bills and connecting them to their smart energy future. Get smart, get Solar Heart.
Established in 1988, Progress Signs has been servicing the local community for 30 years. Located on the Mornington Peninsula, they are the #1 destination for all your signage needs, specialising in a variety of signage from vehicles to shop fronts, occasional and corporate events, short-term, long-term and everything in between. If it's signs you need, be it large or small, Progress Signs is the place to call. Available 24/7 at progress-signs.com.au or call the team on 5975 9188. Thinking signs? Think Progress Signs, a station sponsor.
Hello, I'm Patricia and welcome to this week's RPP Mornington Peninsula 7-day weather forecast. This week we are visiting another business close to home, the St. Andrews Beach Golf Course. St. Andrews Beach is nestled along the southwestern coast of Melbourne's Mornington Peninsula, near the thundering surf of Gunamata Beach. It was designed by world-renowned golf course architect Tom Doak. His aim was to create one of the best golf courses in the world with this unique piece of land. In Doak's words, "We moved almost no earth on the fairways here. The contours of the land are just the way they've always been. As soon as I saw the property, I knew it would be great for golf." From the 18 holes at St. Andrews to the weather, let's see what's ahead for us this week. Today, Saturday, the 18th of September, has been another mixed, overcast day with a touch of sun and rain. We reached a top of 15 and a low of 8. Sunday sees the showers increasing. Expect an overcast day with a 90% chance of showers across the peninsula. We will be looking for a top of 17 and a low of 8. Monday sees the rain continuing throughout a mostly cloudy day. We can expect a low of 8 and a high of 13. Tuesday sees another partly cloudy day with showers decreasing. Expect a low of 6 and a high of 13. Wednesday, the 22nd of September, sees another partly cloudy day, which will bring an 80% chance of rain. Look for a low of 8 and a high of 16. Thursday will be mostly cloudy with scattered showers. Expect to feel a low of 9 and a high of 20. And finally, Friday brings a partly cloudy day with a 70% chance of rain. We should feel a low of 12 and a top of 21. Tom Doak's minimalist design combined with the unique St. Andrews Beach landscape fused to create a pure golfing experience here at St. Andrews. While most links-style courses tend to conjure the thought of unbearable winds and compromised play, the natural valleys and native trees across the course at St. Andrews Beach provides protection from the elements. Picture generous fairways, spectacular greens, and the roar of the ocean nearby. St. Andrews Beach is a stunning course that can be enjoyed by every playing level right across the calendar year. A must-do experience for all golfers once we are out of lockdown. Well, that's all for this week. Try to be kind, patient, and understanding with each other. And remember to support your local businesses. Until next time, take good care.
And to our surf guru Muzz with the Surf Report.
Hey, welcome back. It's Muzz here with this week's Surf Report. Got a pretty good week in front of us from the end of the weekend right through to early next week. Looks like we're going to get a fairly decent swell. Going to increase on Sunday into Monday and be very large on Tuesday. Although Tuesday the winds don't look great, and Monday is even a bit iffy, but there should be waves in Western Port. With school holidays, I'm expecting it's going to be pretty busy, even though we're still in lockdown and we're not getting any joy. But other than that, a couple of days later in the week, Friday, Saturday, it is going to be offshore. There's going to be a bit of swell around, but maybe only small waves in Western Port. But definitely the later half of the week, that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, is an indication good. So hopefully you can get in the water. Pretty soon we'll be all in the water, and we'll see you next week.
And that's all from our team here at RPP News, serving the community with stories that matter to you. Keep watching and do tell your friends. Stay safe, use the QR codes and get vaccinated if you can. Bring you the news from coast to coast across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula. I'm Catie Sharp. See you for the next edition.